and zeros, binary, technical, and hidden in back ends. What am I talking about? I'm talking about code, because that's how most of us have come to think about code. Whereas for me, I think about something else. I think that content is code too, not just for machines, but for humans. And when done well, content has the ability to not just inform, but it can rewire. It can trigger action. It can drive belief and influence behaviors. And for me, that's not just theory, it's personal. I've spent over a decade advising and coaching hundreds of executives from all over the world. I've also reached over 20 million people with my own content through a different kind of leadership, content leadership. So when we talk about technology empowering society, we cannot just talk about hardware and algorithms. We have to talk about words. We have to talk about messages, because content, like code, either will empower people or it can manipulate them. But either way, it's always programming something. But let's be honest, we are probably overexposed to content, but severely underwhelmed and under-empowered by it. If you were to scroll through your phone right now, please don't. But if you were to, you'd probably see a lot of things about wellness and well-being, but then on the other hand, there'll also be posts wrapped in hustle culture, disguised as ambition. And why is this important? It's important because tech isn't neutral. It's built by people, powered by platforms, and fueled by the content we create. Our thoughts, our mental health, all driven by the messages flying at us 24/7. So here's the real question. If tech is the engine and content is the code, then what exactly are we programming into the minds at scale? Are we building awareness, agency, and access? Or are we just contributing to the noise? For me, it's a mix of things. But I also believe that the content out there that sticks does something emotionally powerful. And I realized that when I myself started showing up online differently. At first, I posted for visibility. But then I noticed something. A post about failing and then winning in my career. I had hundreds of people who DM'd me and talked about feeling seen for the first time. A post about leading with empathy. I, again, had hundreds of messages from people, but also this time, my fellow executives would tell me that they loved my content, particularly with a look that said, gosh, I wish we had better leaders. And that's when I realized for myself that I wasn't just posting, I was leading through stories, through words, through messages, through emotion. But I actually wasn't the only person doing that. Every tweet, every post, every message is a line of code, not just for software, but for someone's belief, their career trajectory, their next decision. In today's world, content creators are culture creatures. They are the architects of behavioral form. Whether they know it or not, they are the coders of human potential. And when I started posting intentionally on social media, I didn't have a grand plan. I just had the truth and value to add. Technology gave me visibility, but it was my content that gave me velocity. Technology gave me the platform, but it was my authenticity that gave me traction. And soon enough, something wild started happening. I wasn't just getting likes and engages and everything else. I was actually getting leadership opportunities. It was opening door for opportunities in my corporate career, as well as opportunities in my own business. So then the next question I had for myself, is what makes content empowering and not just performative? I asked myself that question, and I thought about it. Because again, after years of working with senior execs across 3 continents, having lived experiences in 7 countries, and reaching people, as I said, in double-digit million numbers, I learned 3 important things that your content should be doing if you want to have impact. Number 1, your content should connect. It needs to speak human. It shouldn't lecture. It should listen and then reflect. Number 2, your content needs to clarify. It needs to simplify really complex subjects, not just throw out facts, but actually make the information that you're sharing relatable and personable. And finally, but by no means least, probably the most important, it should be compelling. It should move people to act, to do something, to sign up, to speak up, to show up, to stand tall, to do something. Put the energy in motion. So, if your content is not doing at least one of those 3 things, are you just adding to the noise? And believe me, this isn't just theory again. My own personal experience told me and showed me that those 3 things really work. I'm first-hand proof that this framework worked. I transitioned countries a few times. I had my 3 beautiful daughters in 3 different countries. I had to reset my life every single time, whilst scaling in my corporate career and also scaling the business that I founded and also just living life. It could have easily been a moment for me of pause, of I'll stay home with the kids. I'll just reflect a bit. I'll do something else. But instead, it became a launch pad for me. Even though I had to start from scratch to get noticed in each of those different countries and territories, quite literally, even though I had to start from scratch, I put a lot into my content so that people found me. Even though I had a fear of starting from scratch each and every single time, again, I put a lot into my content, so my content spoke for me. And that helped me build my brand in those new territories. And that, for me, is when I realized that in a tech-driven world, our voices move quicker than our feet. And when paired with purpose, we'll be unstoppable. So what did tech do for me? It gave me tools, but I gave them meaning. So listen to this. If you are waiting for someone to promote you, don't. If you are waiting to be chosen, stop. If you are waiting for permission to lead, don't. Start leading yourselves through your voice, through the messages, through the stories that you share. Do it yourself. Because in today's world, content is not just marketing, it's momentum. So the next time you hit post, think about it. Are you just adding to the algorithm, or are you actually engaging minds to empower others? Visibility may give you an open door, but velocity, that will give you wings. And if I can do it with a laptop, 3 babies, country moves, my personal business, my corporate business, my personal life, the list goes on, by the way, then guess what? You can too. So don't just be visible when you're out there, be undeniable. Thank you.